Summer emphasizes the mission of the U.S. Naval Academy to develop midshipmen morally, mentally, and physically. In just 6 weeks, these young men and women will be taught the strong mental framework critical to becoming a successful naval officer. As they make the transition from civilian life to a strict military regimen, they will be instilled with a sense of personal honor, integrity, and dedication to the naval service. Through the shared experience of Plebe Summer, they will develop camaraderie with their classmates that will last a lifetime. In the dawn hours of Induction Day, parents say goodbye to their sons and daughters, placing them in the care of the Plebe Summer cadre. The plebes are processed and medically screened, issued their uniforms, and given haircuts.
So first and last words out of your mouth from here on out is going to be sir and ma'am. You understand? You guys are yes, sir? Good. You're going to take your nameplate, put it on the right side of your shirt, and you fold it. So yes, sir.
You're gonna write your last name, first name, middle initial, alpha, company, templates up there. It's right big, legible.
Good afternoon, man. See your cover. Take all 5 of your fingers, outstretching the utmost of your strength to the brim of your cover. Hold it at your side at all times. This is called Plebe your cover. Do you have any questions? We'll be doing this for the rest of the year, starting now. Please move along.
Ready, salute. Pay attention to a salute. You want your hands to be straight, your hand and wrist to be straight. You want to make sure that your hand is tilted forward. We want our thumb to be parallel to the rest of our fingers. If you have glasses, your middle finger should be pointing to the edge of your glasses. If you don't have glasses, you'll be pointing to the edge of your eyebrows. 2. Back up.
As the sun sets over Tecumseh Court, friends and family gather to catch a glimpse of their transformed son or daughter at the oath of office ceremony. Commandant of Midshipmen issues the oath of office.
Class of 2025, rise. Raise your right hand. Having been appointed a midshipman in the United States Navy, you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. You will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That you take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of which you are about to enter. So help you God. Acknowledge the oath by responding, I do.
Families are bravely reunited, new haircuts and uniforms are admired, and goodbyes are said. And Plebe's summer begins. The plebes learn a completely new way of life centered on Bancroft Hall.
You have 7.5 minutes. Go back to your room. Make your rack, brush your teeth, shave, fall back out. Any questions? 7.5. Busted.
25. Great day for a red run. Isn't it 25?
The plebes get their first taste of rigorous military training beginning with their daily morning workout. The physical education program, or PEP, lasts for an hour and a half each morning. The plebes practice the fundamentals of military drill and discipline. They participate in several parades reviewed by the Commandant of Midshipmen. The essence of the Navy is the sea. Each plebe learns the basic rules of boat handling and sailing.
Today we're going to be giving the plebes their third lesson for sailing, basic sailing. We're going to be sharpening all the skills that we've given them in the first two lessons. So they'll probably be driving the entire time today, being able to handle the ropes, being able to handle the sails, maneuvering out on the water, and just showing what they've learned. The most constructive things that we teach them are the different parts of the boat, like the boom, mainsail, jib sail, the different ropes, how to maneuver in the water, and also how to do it safe. Well, we're teaching them this during plebe summer, not only to make them rounded individuals, but also because when they get to the fleet after graduating from here, they're gonna be on the water either as a Marine officer or a Navy officer, so they need to know how all that works, and it just makes them a lot more prepared once they get out there.
Let's go, hit the sound, watch that.
An officer is required to lead in combat under all kinds of circumstances.
So today we're here at the obstacle course here at the Naval Academy. The objective of this is to help these plebes build confidence as they move through the summer here, and then also kind of help them learn how to navigate obstacles that they may encounter. As you can see behind me, there's plenty of obstacles here, so we teach them how to safely maneuver them, how to safely dismount them. The first obstacle they'll encounter is the high bar. They have two methods to use to get over that. Then they'll move on. As they move through, they'll cross over a low log. The next major obstacle is going to be the decline bar. There's going to be 4 lanes. There's 2 bars they can grab onto, and they'll shimmy their way down, and they'll get on top of logs. As they get to the bottom of those logs, they'll come to a high log that they have to get their bodies over. They'll then move on, cross over another low log. Then they'll come to a high wall, and then they'll move on to the high log. Then they'll come to 4 consecutive logs that are about waist high. We call those the rhythm logs. And then from there they'll come to parallel bars, and then after that they'll come to the ropes where they'll climb. They'll touch the log, they'll say the last name, that's when the clock will stop.
This is the confidence course, and basically it's a course set up to instill teamwork, trust. Every company goes through it one time during the summer. The way it sets up is they climb up a couple logs, and then they're going to walk out across the beam log. They're going to jump into the cargo net. We have them belayed at that point. They'll climb up a cargo net, they'll hook in, go around, they'll go across a double rope traverse, a single rope traverse. Then they go up 2 Burma bridges that gets them up to about 30 feet in the air. And then at that point they do a couple fixed tension crossings. They'll cross across it, they do the island hopping, they'll do a downslide, climb down a pole, and then they'll swing back into another cargo net, and they'll climb back up a cargo net to 30 feet, and then they'll zip line down to the end.
Now encourage everybody else to do as well as you did.
Weapon safety and handling are central to any military training.
So we're on the firing line of the rifle range, pistol range is right over there, and the weapons detail is teaching them to manipulate the weapons of war. This is a real solid reminder and training to the plebes that they're joining the military, and this is potentially something that will be part of their job description in the near future. And also, most midshipmen plebes that we get on the line are completely inexperienced, so giving them that exposure to more of the military side of life here is something we like to do early and often. On this range over here, the plebes are all shooting the M4A1 rifle. They're firing at targets meant to simulate a human torso at 200 yards. And they do alternating courses of fire, prone, kneeling, and standing to simulate different types of fire in the fleet. And they alternate between slow, precise, accurate fire and continuous rapid fire. Over here on the pistol range, they're shooting at much closer targets, also simulating human torso, and they shoot at 3 yards, 7 yards, and 15 yards.
Basic shipboard damage control and firefighting principles are taught and practiced on land and underway on board yard patrol crafts.
We're teaching the plebes about damage control, so things like pipe patching, firefighting, hose handling, everything that I would do as a damage controlman. Plebe summer just gives us an awesome time to be able to talk to them while they're still young. Kind of get it into their heads about how important damage control actually is. Station 1 is Jubilee Patch. It's one of the many types of pipe patching that we have. So basically it's just 2 metal pieces that have gasket on the inside of them that fit onto a piping. Once you fit it onto the piping, you have to bolt it down on each side. Station 2 is our P100. It's a dewatering and firefighting method at the same time. Station 3 is also a pipe patching. It's a different one, it's a soft patch. Basically, it's just finding a crack, putting a gasket on, learning how to tie a knot in the middle, wrap it around, and then tie it back to where it's just good enough to where it minimizes the damage. And then our last station is also a dewatering method using our Derbyshires.
Distinguished speakers share their thoughts and experiences regarding honor, integrity, and virtue.
A warrior should be humble. A warrior should be compassionate. I think that the central value of a warrior, the central value of the profession that you all are aspiring to has got to be courage. So you have volunteered and even taken an oath, or will do so, to run toward the sound of the guns while everybody else is prudently running the other way.
Honor is the foremost influential factor in the decision-making process of a naval officer.
That honor piece right there, what does that really mean for each of you? That means you're going to uphold the highest standards of ethics and performance and integrity that is possible. Will you always be perfect at it? No. No one ever is. But guess what? You're the ones that are going to define it. Without saying one more word, he took off into that gray cloud headed toward the danger. That's what these young men and women do, and that's what you will do.
I'm focused. I've been watching for the omens. I've been listening to everything you said. It's been running through my head, locked and loaded. I got the feeling that you know it. Yeah, I've only just begun. I won't stop until it's done, till you're broken. So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the lighter. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flame, getting higher. So welcome to the fire. Welcome to the fire. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flame, getting higher. Welcome to the fire. Welcome to the fire.